Good morning. Are you Nicholas Holton?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holton, you got charged here in file number 2639ST with failing to stop at the scene of an accident. The prosecutor is going to reduce that to a charge of impeding traffic. That carries no points, doesn't go on your driving record, and it carries a $100 fine. If I understand correctly, you admitted to that out at the counter?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a previous impeding traffic from 2025 that you haven't paid. You have a failed to yield from 2026, which is today's case. But more concerning is you have some old retail fraud cases that you've never paid on. One from 2018, 182197, a retail fraud, 2 counts, 182199, retail fraud. You owe $926 in those old cases. And then my feelings are hurt because you got a previous huge break of impeding traffic and you didn't pay the fine. The prosecutor probably didn't know that, or they wouldn't have cut you a break again. I can put you in jail to wipe out those retail fraud fines, which would be $926. I can't wipe out civil infractions, defective equipment, and the impeding traffic, but I can wipe out the fines on the retail frauds that you've been blowing off for 8 years. Do you want to do that? I bet you don't. How'd you like to do about 10 days in jail and I could wipe out all your fines and costs?
Yes, sir.
Your attorney said you set up a payment plan.
Yes, sir.
Is it the kind of payment plan where you actually make a payment?
Yes.
Did you make a payment today?
No, you're
All right, maybe we could do some 10 days jail and wipe out some of that. I'm not very happy about this. Are you working someplace?
Yes, sir. The
Where's
only
that?
reason why I haven't made payments on the retail frauds and everything is that it wasn't to my knowledge. I went away for a little bit and I just came home and lost my father. I've been dealing with his house and our estate's
Well,
closing.
those are old, but what actually irks me the most is you got a previous impeding traffic and you didn't pay it.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's charged with impeding traffic. They're almost always reduced from something else. So you got charged with some sort of traffic offense that would have gone on your license. Prosecutor reduced it and you paid him back by not paying 1 cent of the fine. In the old days, they used to suspend your driver's license for that, which I agree with, but they changed the law. That was called fail to comply with judgment, FCJ suspension. If you got a ticket for a traffic offense, you didn't pay it, and it was just, they would suspend your license. Well, they don't do that anymore. Anyway, how much are you gonna pay each month?
Approximately 50, but I can do 50 to 100. I told the clerk and she said just make your minimum 50.
All right, well, 50 is better than none. When's your first payment due?
It's not due to the 27th, but I let her know I could pay it today.
Well, that'll be good. I want you to get started on this and get all this off your back. My goal is to have everybody pay all their unpaid fines before I retire in December. So that's like $9 million worth of unpaid fines that cost. Anyway, I just want to get these back on track. Like I said, the worst one was the traffic break you got that you didn't pay, but you got a big one today. Impeding traffic carries a $100 fine and that's it. Now it went up $25. The other one did because you didn't pay it. So I want you to pay it.
Yes, sir.
And if you're not, we'll have a hearing and then maybe we can wipe some of it out with the jail time. Where are you working?
Self-employed, sir.
Doing what?
Tree service.
Well, there's sort of demand for that right now. You got jobs in Three Rivers?
No, actually I have a job in Coleman. I'm finishing up now.
Well, there's 12 million trees down in Three Rivers, another 1.5 million in Union City. All right, I want you to pay on this. So you heard what I had to say.
Yes, sir.
You're good to go. This is file number 26372SM. Are you Elizabeth Conway?
Yes, sir.
And we've met multiple times. You were charged with unlawful use of a 911 call. You've been in jail for 18 days. the prosecutor is going to dismiss this charge, so you're gonna get out of jail this morning. What I wanna know is where you're gonna go. Have you got a place to go?
Yeah, I do.
Where is that?
I forgot where, remember when I was staying at 101 7th Street? If you turn left at Pearl's, is it Pearl Street? Turn left
Yes.
at 7th Street from Pearl. It's like a couple blocks up on the right. And then I go to my Aunt Brenda's in Constantine.
Well, you told me the last time you were gonna go to your Aunt Brenda's in
She said go to
Constantine.
the garage and sleep, and then I was like, well, I already called the state trooper come pick me up. So the state trooper came to give me a ride because she works midnight, and then my cousin works like second shift, so.
Are you-
She said I could already sleep at the garage, it's heated and everything, but I was like, no, it's all right, I'm already gonna go out. And then when I came back the second time, Uncle Buddy was like not in a good mood, so I was like, I'll just not go here for right now. So. That's the only reason why I didn't stay out there. I'd rather stay out around family than around strangers, you know?
Yes.
Plus, yeah.
Are you connected with Pivotal right now? Are you getting any services?
Pivotal I tried to do, but I think I have to do a video visit or something, because I can't, sometimes that bus line doesn't work for me.
Are you talking with Lauren out at the jail?
The one lady here, I said hi to her yesterday.
All right, but she's not giving you any treatment?
No, I already get treatment.
All right, who's doing your treatment?
Doctors.
All right, who is
They're
that?
they're giving me, Seroquel, because I asked for that, and that's a part of a psych med.
At the jail or?
Yeah, the jail too.
All right, I'm reluctant to just throw you out on the street because you've got some significant mental health issues and I don't think you're addressing them very well. But the prosecutors agreed to dismiss this charge, so I don't have the right to hold on to you anymore.
Right.
Do you need a
I
bus
guess-
pass to get home?
Yeah, actually, can you do that? I think I got one for $1, but I don't know how much they are.
Oh, they're $1 million each.
Well, I got money, I got paid today, I think.
No,
I gotta figure out if I brought my charger or not, you know?
I've got a number of very generous people that have provided us with bus passes.
Okay,
So there is a bus pass to get you back to Constantine.
all right, thanks.
Now, let me tell you this also, when you get upset or distressed, you can't call 911 and vent your frustrations. It ties up the lines for emergency work and you can't do that anymore. Do you understand?
Yep.
And you got a place to go.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, there's your bus pass.
All right.
They're gonna take you back to the jail. Maybe you'll get lunch and then you'll get out.
You know, then. Okay,
All right.
all right, thanks. Hold on.
We had a lady a number of
Sir?
years.
She brought these with her.
We've had several over the years, but this lady's name was Marty. Her phone was turned off and the only thing that worked was 911. So she would call 911 every day and tie up their time. I think she's passed away. Then we had another man named Mr. Cootie Bug. He was lonely and he would call 911 just to have somebody to talk to, but they got better things to do than provide counseling services in the middle of the night to people. I am concerned, Abigail. I wanted you to see Miss Conway. She's been struggling. She spent much of 2025 at the forensic center. Was much better at the end of that stay, but she's not doing well. All right, according to her, she is plugged into some doctors, but this matter is dismissed on the record. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, who we got left here? Tyler Hostettler.
Last I knew, he had not showed up.
He is not here. Is a domestic violence charge.
I have not heard from him.
Mr. Hostettler also has multiple unpaid fines and costs, amount of $966, including a previous domestic assault. Failed to appear, bond is none. Well, I don't think I can do that. $10,000 cash or surety. No 48-hour hold. Tyler Hostettler has a previous unpaid domestic violence. He has several other unpaid matters. And he's failed to, have you had any contact with him?
I haven't. I sent correspondence to him on March 13th to a Lutz Road address. One of the copy of the police report and asked him to contact me.
All right. He's still around. We'll have to get him in here and get the case back on track. Then we've got Sandeep Singh.
3 cases, 3 very different stories, but one courtroom and one judge making real-time decisions that cut straight to the heart of accountability. Nicholas Holton walked in facing a hit-and-run charge and walked out with a $100 fine, but not without a serious reality check. 8 years of unpaid fines, broken payment plans, and a prior break he never honored. The judge didn't just let it slide. He put Holton on notice. Pay up or face jail time to clear the debt. No anger, just the quiet weight of a man who's seen this story too many times. Elizabeth Conway's case was different in every way. Charged with misusing 911, she'd spent 18 days behind bars, and the prosecutor dismissed the charge entirely. But what stood out wasn't the dismissal. It was the judge's visible concern for a woman clearly struggling with mental health, in no stable housing, in a fractured support system. He didn't have the legal authority to hold her, so instead he handed her a bus pass, reminded her she can't tie up emergency lines, and sent her back into a world he clearly worried wasn't ready for her. And then there was Tyler Hostettler, who simply didn't show up. A domestic violence charge, nearly $1,000 in unpaid fines, a prior domestic assault, and a history of failure to appear. The judge's response was swift: $10,000 cash bond, a 48-hour hold order, and a clear message that the system hadn't forgotten him. 3 people, 3 choices, 3 very different outcomes, all playing out in the span of a single morning session. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, tune in and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because justice never gets old.